So this is me posing for a headshot. How are you guys? Welcome to BLP TV, eh? The place to be to learn everything you need to know about how you can create a life that you don't need to take a holiday from. My name is Sarah, thanks a mil for checking in. So last week Leanne asked how she can work with her own clients as a personal trainer to help them create and discover their own coping mechanisms. So basically, a coping mechanism is something that we can use to help us overcome our day-to-day stresses in life and whatever anxiety that we experience around certain things. A coping mechanism can basically help empower us to take control over whatever negativity is going on in our head or in our environment, and empower us and lift us up. Coping mechanisms for me have been so incredibly powerful, and I know for Leanne they've been incredibly powerful as well. Basically in life we can't avoid negative situations or negative circumstances all of the time. We have to accept that there are going to be a lot of things that we cannot control, but the one thing that we can control is how we react to that. And when we have a coping mechanism, something that we can rely on to empower us, to help us overcome that negativity or stress or anxiety, I don't know about you, but it makes me feel a little bit easier and a little bit calmer, and it makes me feel a little bit more optimistic about what life will be like after that bad thing has passed. And it always will pass. So, how you discover and how you help someone else find what their coping mechanism is by asking one really, really simple question. Ask them to recall a time when something just didn't go right. They were having a really bad day, they had a bad meeting, they missed a deadline. It all just started to crumble and fall apart. Ask them what they did. And the answer is usually going to be something like they went to the gym, they curled up on the couch in front of a nice movie, they spoke to a friend, they called their mom, they hung out with the kids, they went for a brisk walk. For me, my coping mechanism is, if something usually goes wrong, for example, let's say in work, I usually just sit down, put the earphones in, don't listen to anything, but the earphones just make me feel a bit safe or secure, and I just start to write down to-do lists of things that I need to get done. I usually like to be by myself to take stock and internalize things that have gone wrong, things that have happened, and then I like to come up with solutions, and I do this by using my to-do list. For me, that really, really helps. And for me, I'm not so scared of those bad days anymore because I know I have this coping mechanism, this thing that I am in complete control of. So basically, the difference between knowing what that reaction is, what that thing is you do after the negative event or the bad day, is that you can rest assured, you can feel a little bit more peaceful that, just like it has in the past, going out for that brisk walk or curling up in front of the couch and just being silent and being mindful does actually help. It's like knowing how great that chocolate bar will taste after you've had your first bite. You're looking forward to it, you're excited, you're enthusiastic about opening up the packet, and the taste of that first bite will always be the best. That's what your coping mechanism is. You know what it is that you can do. You've brought consciousness to what you've done before in the past. And now sometimes we don't always have enough time to practice our coping mechanism in the way that we want. But again, when we've named the coping mechanism, when we know what it is, we can always be a little bit more flexible and a little bit more adaptable. For example, if you like to be able to go out for half an hour brisk walk, you might not always be able to get half an hour, but what you can do is go to the shops and back. What you can do is stand outside and take 10 deep breaths and come back into the office again. There is always something, but there's only ever always something when you've named it. Guys, I hope that's helped Leanne. I hope that's helped for you as well. If you remember the day that I asked you, it was that one simple question. Tell me about a time that something went wrong and what did you do about it? That's the coping mechanism. I hope that works for you. Peace out, guys. Remember, any questions, just shoot me an email on hello@thebetterlifeproject.ie, or you can send me a Facebook message.